Toby, the Pirates had a pretty solid showing at the Northwest Conference Cross Country Championships a couple of Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
The men were runners up, the women were third. What did you see that you really liked?
I saw both teams competing and doing their best to bring their best on that day. With cross country, just like track, you got basically one meet that everything's in that one day, and so you're preparing for that. And sometimes that can be overwhelming, and the moment can be too big. And then for others, they step up and they execute, and that was what was really fun. Both men's and the women's team. People executed, people ran well, a lot of PRs, a lot of places that were equal to or better than what we kind of slotted them to do. And so we walked away, second place on the men's side, third on the women, only 3 points from second, for the women. But overall individual performances in regard to times and PRs and places, we couldn't have been more thrilled.
How does having an extra weekend off help prepare you for this weekend's regionals?
Yeah, regionals is exciting this year. We've got a men's team that has an opportunity to do well, and a women's team. Team-wise can do better than we've done in the past few years, but not as good as we've done in the past years. But individuals can have some success. There's some things at stake in regards to all region, which is top 35 in both races, and we've got several people that can do that on both teams. And then we've got some individuals that could get a national individual spot. And then we've got, the men's team could potentially sneak an at-large bid if they run well together. So having a weekend to just kind of, get past conference, which is very emotional, and be able to train all last week and not just kind of have to get up again emotionally for another big race. It's real nice. And so hopefully this weekend, the athletes did the right things, which I think they did, and the workouts this week will be what they need to set themselves to run well on Saturday.
You can only send 7 to the line on each side. Have those spots all been decided?
Yes and no. Unfortunately, the conference meet, we were unable to run one of our top women because she got sick the day before the meet, and so had to run an alternate. On the men's side, same thing. We had kind of our 10 set, and we ended up running an alternate who ended up running 7 for us, which shows the depth of our teams. Same thing is I've been practicing 9 because I'm not really sure if the top 7 that I do have picked on both teams will be ready to step to the line. So practicing 9, traveling 8, we'll race 7.
And finally, MacIver State Park in Estacada, Oregon is the site. How does the course play into perhaps our strengths or our weaknesses?
It's a course that we have not run ever because it's the same footprint of previous years, but it's being run reverse. And that just changes everything. Changes how the start is, changes how the width of different parts of the course are, turns an uphill to a downhill and a downhill to an uphill. So all of that is going to be new, but that's new for everybody. For us, it's a course that I think we're going to run well on. We have cross-country athletes, not just track athletes running cross-country, and then we do have people that can change gears, and I think this is going to be a course that if you can not just run an even pace, but can kind of change some gears and run according to the course, you can have some success.